What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's Anfield Agenda late night news roundup, where, as promised, we have some transfer gossip that you're probably, quite frankly, not going to believe, because some of it is sensible, the others, well, quite ridiculous. We'll go through it all over the next few minutes, and as always, we do want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, but most importantly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We won't be live tomorrow on Saturday because we are out to celebrate my daughter's 21st, so we will be back for the watch along of the game on Sunday, kicking off from 3:15 p.m. with our coverage. Also want to give you guys a quick update. Both of these two end of season shows in Liverpool are selling really well. If you want to come and see us at the Hot Water Comedy Club, either May 25th, which is the last day of the season, or 3 days later, May 28th, you can get your tickets priced at just £20 with the QR code on the screen or the link in the description. And as I mentioned, thank you to everyone that's got their tickets so far. They are selling really well, and we can't wait to come over and celebrate the season with you. Right, I have a lot to get through, so no more hanging around. Let's get straight into the news. And I'm going to start off with the most ludicrous transfer link of them all. The one that I would absolutely put in the ridiculous column comes from Team Talk, and they say, I have to take a breath before I even read this out, folks. I can't even look the camera in the eye to say this. It feels so nuts. But Liverpool have started negotiations with Chelsea forward Christopher Nkunku ahead of a potential summer move. Now, this can't be real. It just can't. For one, he's not good enough. Two, we know that he wants to be a Paris Saint-Germain player, and if they ever come and flood their eyelashes, he's going to probably want to go back to Paris. I just don't see how on earth they've come to that conclusion. Would Chelsea sell him? Yeah, probably, and that's probably where this comes from. Maybe they're trying to gauge some interest in the player, but there is no world that I believe for 1 second that Liverpool have started negotiations with Christopher Nkunku. So I wanted to start off with that one tonight to give you a little chuckle before we go through the rest of the video. Now let's talk about Jarell Hato, because according to this piece here, coming from the Netherlands, Chelsea have spoken to Ajax about Jarell Hato. We know that Liverpool had previously inquired. That seems to have gone a little bit quiet, as was reported the other day. We also mentioned that Virgil van Dijk is a big fan of the player, but we know, if anybody's going to know about Hato and whether he would be good enough to come to Liverpool or not, it is going to be Arne Slot with his connections over in the Netherlands. So this one we're going to have to just wait and see, but it seems like everywhere we turn now, Chelsea's name has been mentioned as well. Really quickly, we spoke earlier on about the FC25 team of the season that has been confirmed. It is Sells in goal, Trent at right back, Van Dijk and Gabriel in the centre-back positions, with Kerkez at left-back. Midfield of Rice, Gravenberch and Cole Palmer. Up top, Mohamed Salah, Isak and Matheus Cunha. That is the starting 11. On the bench, there is Milenkovic, Robinson, Wood, Saka, Fernandes as in Bruno, McAllister, Saliba and Haaland. So let me know what you guys think about that. Any FC25 players out there, let me know if you agree or disagree with that team of the year. Now a piece from our friend Ben Spolchak, who said, understand Maxim De Cuyper is an option for Liverpool this summer. The club scouts have been following him for a while. The left back has impressed with his performances in the Champions League this season. Now, the only thing I would say would be in the against column here is he'd probably be a few years older than other fullbacks who Liverpool would look at on that left-hand side. But regular viewers of the channel will know I've been bigging up this guy's name for quite a while, and while I still think Kerkez should be the guy at left back, if De Cuyper is an option, well, I'd be very happy about that, because he should be being considered by the club. Let me know your thoughts on that one in the comment section. If you've watched much of Bruges in the Champions League, you'll probably know what I'm on about. This guy is the real deal, and I think a big move is on the horizon from somewhere, but whether that'll be Liverpool or not remains to be seen. Right, so Atletico Madrid and Inter Milan are among the European clubs keeping an eye on Darwin Nunez' situation, according to James Pearce. With just 7 goals and 43 appearances across all competitions this season, patience at Anfield may be wearing thin. I think that's James Pearce being incredibly kind. There is no more patience left. Everybody's just waiting to get him out the exit door and get as much money as we can. Let's be honest about it. The club now seems prepared to part ways with their number 9 despite significant early investment and high hopes for his development. Look, I just want Liverpool to get the most money we can. And yes, of course, I'm not a sadist. I want Darwin Nunez and his family to be happy, and I wish them nothing but the best in the future. But it hasn't worked out at Liverpool. There's no two ways around that. And it is a parting of ways that is going to happen. And it's the best for everybody concerned. The big question I have is, will Diogo Jota follow him out the Anfield exit door? And I think there's a chance he might, despite reports from James Pearce suggesting the club have no intention to move him on or that the player isn't angling for a move. Not arguing about the player side of it, but I do think Liverpool would be open to selling Diogo Jota for the right price. Now let's move on to speak a little bit about Rayan Cherki, because Liverpool have once again been linked with a move for the Lyon playmaker. Lots of stuff over the last week suggested Manchester United may be a more likely destination. But again, let me read you out this piece from Gimme Sport. Said Rayan Cherki, the Lyon sensation, who continues to light up the French league with his creative flair and attacking versatility, is reportedly eager to join Liverpool this summer, according to a report from Gimme Sport. The 21-year-old can operate as a winger or an attacking midfielder. He's available for just £25 million, a fee that many would consider a bargain for such a highly experienced young player. This is a link that won't go away, and I've gotten mixed responses on it in the past when I've spoken to people about Liverpool's interest in him. Some say yes, there is some, others say not worth the risk. I would say worth a punt if we have enough other bodies in midfield, or not to rely upon him to be a success. At 25 million, probably worth a risk, but we do want to make sure that this summer is a summer where we bring in cast iron guarantees, or as close to that as possible. Cherki would be a bit of a wild card, and we know Liverpool have run the risk there before. For instance, if we were to move on Federico Chiesa, now remember, it's not me, the fan, saying move Chiesa on, it's the lack of minutes that he's had. So if we were to move him on and reinvest that money, let's say, into a Cherki, yeah, I wouldn't be against that. But if he was the replacement for, let's say, a Harvey Elliott, I'd be a little bit concerned because, well, why is his price so low? Is it because of attitude issues? Is it because he's a bit of a diva? Again, mixed reports coming out of Lyon. So let me know your thoughts on that. I'm still unsure where he ends up, although it looks like he will leave Lyon. He was linked with Borussia Dortmund in the past. It looks like that may be, well, that deal may be off the table. So that is it from us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We've covered Maxim De Cuyper, the crazy link to Christopher NKUNKU. We've brought you the FC25 Team of the Year. Spoke about Jurel Haddo being of interest to Chelsea. I don't know if that means, by the way, that they'll back off somewhat of a Kirkes or a Huysen, or if they view Haddo as a left-sided centre-back or a left-back. But either way, if you couple their interest with Liverpool maybe going a bit quiet there, hard to know how strong our interest still is. No live content coming up on the channel tomorrow, but we will be back on Sunday from 3:15 with a watch-along, match reaction, player ratings, and everything else you would expect here on a match day. Much love to you all, my friends. Have a fantastic Saturday, and I'll see you on Sunday. We'll talk then. Bye-bye.